Y'all see when they had the, what was it called? The kite show on the water?
Kite tails.
Yeah, that garbage.
Well, I thought it was cute.
It may have been cute, but like they
Especially when the balloons would like
fly
go
into
the wrong
people.
way.
Like,
It was cute for
take
like
out the
3
audience?
days. Yeah. And then it was very problematic.
Oh, hey, look, there's little Johnny. Bam! Taken out
It
by a
was
kite.
great. We only watched it one time, and it was so hot sitting there.
Yeah. What is up, and welcome back to Going Beyond the Castle. I am your host, Fred Riley, and with me, as always, is my fabulous co-host, the podcast princess, Lori Calamo. Hi, Lori.
Hello.
And with us this week, we also have a special guest, Miss Ashley, who's going to be joining us as we talk all things Animal Kingdom. So yeah, super excited to have you with us this week as we talk Animal Kingdom. We are on episode 28. For those of you that tuned in last week, you know that this week we are diving into the birthday of Animal Kingdom and Earth Day. So yeah, we've got some fun stuff to talk about. Before we do dive in, as always, just want to give a shout out to all of our followers and listeners who join us each and every week as we go beyond the castle. Again, I say it every week. Lori and I love you guys. We're thankful that we get to do this with you guys each week. So yeah, we're super excited to be here. But with that being said, I will turn it over to Lori and see if she has anything to say.
No, I don't. I'm just kidding.
Well.
It's been a long day. We are
It has.
We are committed, though. We are committed. We are here because we love chatting all things Disney with you guys. So today we're targeting Earth Day, but I think it's a little more focused on Animal Kingdom, which, of course, those of you who have listened to any of the episodes, I'm sure I've said it 100 times, my absolute favorite park. So we're going to break down some history of Animal Kingdom. One of my favorite things, the Tree of Life, the parks, the layouts, the entertainment. We'll pick our favorite food and attractions and just really dig into Animal Kingdom. So I'm super excited for today. And with that said, we're going to let our guest host, Ashley, kick off on the history of Animal Kingdom, which I'm super excited that you wanted to take this one because I was like, really, that's like the least one I would have wanted to pick. So shout out to Ashley for picking the history.
Yeah, absolutely. And thank you guys for having me this week. I really appreciate it. Kicking off the history of Animal Kingdom, as we all know, Animal Kingdom opened on Earth Day, April 22nd in 1998. So happy 27th birthday to Animal Kingdom this week. Back in the good old Michael Eisner days of Walt Disney World and his presidency of the parks. Back then he was competing with a lot. He had Universal kind of laying their claim back in the day, and he was trying to make a name for himself. He had Magic Kingdom, and he had just built Hollywood Studios a few years ago. So, he was still trying to kind of make a name for himself. And if you think about it, when he built Animal Kingdom, it kind of set a stake of cultural inclusion. Because before this, we had Hollywood Studios, which was all backlots, theaters, and attractions, and they didn't really have to mask the backlots in the theaters because that was the theming. And then you had Universal Studios that also did the same thing. They just had backlots and theaters and they used all of them, so they didn't really have to theme them to anything. So Animal Kingdom really made a name for itself when it comes to cultural inclusion and just theming above all else. It opened with let's see, what lands did they have when it opened? It was Africa, Discovery Island. They were kicking around Dinosaur, and what I wanted
could have left it off. They would have been totally fine if they left off Dinosaur.
No. You'll love where this is going. So they opened with Discovery Island, the Oasis, Africa, Asia, and they were kicking around the Lost Continent area where they had the dragons, the fairies, the dinosaurs, not the dinosaurs, the unicorns and things like that, or they were going to build dinosaurs. So what were they going to do? They decided that they were going to go with Dinosaur, which to Fred's enjoyment, he really wanted Dinosaur. So they really listened to him back in the day. They went with Dinosaur, and because they had the movie Dinosaur that's just critically acclaimed and everyone loves. And they put Camp Mini Mickey, where Pandora is now, as a placeholder. They're like, it'll just be here until we decide to build.
What to do with it?
Yeah. What do we do with this area? Well, let's put Minnie and Mickey there. So they put Camp Mini Mickey there, and never built the Lost Continent area, and Islands of Adventure stole it, so they just left Camp Mini Mickey there until Pandora opened in, 2017?
Which was a fabulous idea. So glad they
Oh,
went
yeah.
with Pandora like that. I need the park to be open later so you can actually experience the bioluminescence. But
Yeah, I never got to experience the bioluminescence, and I'm really sad about that.
Well, I had never heard of Camp Mickey until we started doing this research, but then it says that it closed in January of 2014,
Mm-hmm.
and our first trip was like in March of 2014. So that's why. But yeah, I was like, what is Camp Mini
yeah, I
Mickey?
just heard about it 5 seconds ago, so I never knew about it before then.
Had
That was
some of
pre-me Disney.
Had some of the
Yeah.
best background music you can find for the Disney parks, besides the Tree of Life, in my opinion.
Ugh.
Oh my gosh. So I listened to the Pandora station. I can't remember what it's called now.
Is it Sorcerer Radio?
No, I do listen to Sorcerer Radio sometime, but there's a station on Pandora. It's like Disney Parks or something. And
Yeah.
when the Tree of Life comes on, I'm like, okay, everybody shut up. This is like my jam.
Be
Yeah,
quiet, go away.
I
It
literally
just makes
listen.
me just go there.
I listen to the music all day at work, and sometimes my headphones will die, and then the music will start playing loudly, and I have to like hurry up and mute it. Everyone's like, "Why are you listening to elevator music?" I'm like, "It keeps me calm. Leave me alone."
Yeah. I know.
So-
I share an office with 3 other girls, and so sometimes I'm like, just let me know if my Disney music gets too loud and annoying. I try to keep it low to where only I can hear it, but Tree of Life comes on, and I'm like, sorry, it's got to
Turn it up.
Yeah, sorry, this is a jam.
Yes, it is.
I get that.
People don't get it. Yeah.
Obviously, we would not be where we are without the one, the only Joe Rohde. Joe Rohde was the creative behind the conception of Animal Kingdom, and has really just carried it on his back until he retired a couple years ago. He was really involved in the creation of the park, not only, but Expedition Everest, he played a big role in. He was literally climbing Everest and climbing the Forbidden Mountain. When it came to Pandora, he immersed himself in that experience and just really immersed himself in all of it.
Which is like super cool. Like, a lot of people don't really understand. Like, it's easy to think that Disney just builds parks and is good at it, but like the amount of work that Disney actually puts behind.
And the research.
Like,
yeah.
There was a TikTok the other day of them repaving Adventureland.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
like the thought process that they go through when they do the animal footprints, like, and just like staying with the Animal Kingdom vibe, like the amount of research that they did, like actually traveling the world and experiencing these things, and not just throwing it together based off of Wikipedia. Like, that's what makes Disney good at what they do, is like they put in so much work to these parks.
I have a really funny
Yeah.
Joe Rohde story, if you guys are ready.
Always.
Go for it.
My other half, my wife, took her own solo trip to Disney back in February, and she goes to Animal Kingdom for the morning. She texts me like right before the park's opening. She's like, security won't let us in. Like, we are stuck and nothing's happening. Not 5 minutes later, she's mad. They just let this big group of people in, but they still won't let us in. This is really annoying. Didn't think anything of it. She goes about her morning, and then she's like, I'm trying to ride Everest. They won't open Everest. It's really thrown off my groove. Later in the day, I see, well, Joe Rohde's there.
Oh, wow.
So Joe Rohde walked by you this morning,
Yeah.
and you couldn't ride Everest because Joe Rohde was there.
Yep.
Yeah.
So get over it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, but it was really cool. When I saw that, I was like, you little turd.
Yeah.
Joe Rohde
right.
was right there, and you didn't say hi to him for me. Animal Kingdom, biggest theme park at Walt Disney World at 500 acres. 150 of those acres are Kilimanjaro Safari. Fun fact.
Thank you for tuning in to Going Beyond the Castle. If you're ready to turn your vacation dreams into reality, we'd love to help you plan your next adventure. Contact us at beacons.ai/Going Beyond the Castle podcast. Let us take the stress out of planning so you can focus on the fun.
Yeah, I had a client come back last week. She was born and raised California, so she's a diehard Disneyland fan, and it was a blessing, because the whole time leading up to her trip, I was like, "You're gonna come back and say that you like Disney World more than Disneyland." She was like, "No."
No way.
She said it, but that's not the point of my story. No, she she didn't do any research. Like I tried to help her out, like and do my travel agent stuff, but it just didn't work out. And so she told me about her day at Animal Kingdom, and she was like, "When I heard safari, I did not think that it was going to be this massive safari. Like she thought it was going to be animatronics and like the Jungle Cruise." And she was like, "No, it was a full-fledged zoo." And I was like, "Yes."
I cannot wait
so
to go see the new baby giraffe.
Oh my goodness,
Cannot wait.
yes.
Couple weeks.
Yes.
And there's
Yes,
a new baby
like 20
tiger
some days.
too.
Yeah.
We tried last time, but gosh, the line, like they said, the line was so long, we didn't even bother to try. But maybe when we go this time, we'll get to see him because it won't be as new.
Yeah. The only thing I really have left on history is that so they didn't build Dinosaur or Lost Continent at all because they didn't realize how much money it took to truly care for these wild animals. They had to feed them. They had to care for them. They had to, make this environment for them. And they truly didn't know how expensive it was going to be. So when they got there and it happened, that's when they made the cut of, okay, is it going to be Dinoland or is it going to be Lost Continent? And they made Fred stay and did Dinosaur.
Is there anything in that area that you liked, or you
No.
just think the whole thing was terrible?
Whole thing was
Really?
garbage. Whole thing.
The chipmunks and the dinosaur costumes, I just love them so much.
I mean, okay, I'll give you that.
yeah.
But the rest of it's garbage, and it needs to go away, which most of it is. So,
Yeah.
My daughter's favorite ride, I think, was probably, maybe not all of the parks, but she loved the Primeval Whirl.
Mm.
I did not like it. I thought I was going to die. And I wouldn't ride. Like after I rode it maybe twice, I was like, okay, I'm not doing this ever again.
yeah.
So like they would go and ride it. So she was like destroyed when they took it away. Like that ruined
Poor
her.
Liv.
I know.
But
So-
now
but
she's
I
getting
told her, I
something
said-
better.
But I said, Liv, you get to ride Dinosaur one more time. She hates Dinosaur.
I'm with.
She's not a fan. Oh,
I'm gonna ride it solely because I need Jamel to ride it. But that's the
Yeah.
only reason. I'm not gonna like it the whole time.
I think
Yeah.
you may.
I'm excited because my husband's like a huge Indiana Jones fan. So I'm interested in seeing how that's going to play out. So,
Yeah.
and what it's going to be like. So it'll be
Yeah.
fun. And we've talked about it before, I guess, because I'm not like 20, 30 years ago Disney, like we started in 2014. So I don't get upset when they change things. Like I'm not tied to anything that makes me frustrated when it's gone. I like
Except for
new
Happily
stuff.
Ever After. Like when they got rid
Oh,
of that,
yeah.
that was a worse decision than building Dinosaur. But,
yeah, the last time I saw it before it was going away, I cried
Yeah.
like a baby.
It's
It
okay.
was-
Fred cries every time.
Every time.
It's so good. I get goosebumps all the time.
See, y'all, my family doesn't do nighttime stuff. So
Yeah,
we'll see. I'm going to have to do it when I go on my agency trip in December.
Yes.
you have to.
So anyway, all right. So we want to move on to the Tree of Life.
Tree of
Let's do
Life.
it. This thing is, so I legit want to get a Tree of Life tattoo.
Oh, there you go.
So my last tattoo that I had, I got a cover up until like I have a big Minnie Mouse, but I really wanted the Tree of Life. But then when I started looking at it and all the talking to the guy, the details, I'm like, okay, maybe we'll do that another day and get it somewhere else. But I
Yeah,
really
but for the
like,
non-Disney people, they're gonna ask why you have a tree tattooed on you.
exactly. They were like, why do you have
Why
a
did
tree?
you
Like,
get a
no,
tree
it's the
tattoo
Tree of
on you?
Life. I know. Maybe I'll put it behind Minnie some kind of way.
There you
And
go.
then it'll just take
Yeah.
up my whole leg.
Yeah.
Anyway, so one thing you'll learn actually is maybe I'll say me, I won't pull Fred into it, go off on a tangent a lot, which is why we take so long.
We
I
take
love
a
it.
It's
long
fun.
to get from one point A to point B, we take a long time to get there, but we get there eventually.
Yeah, we get there
I love
eventually.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so the Tree of Life is 145 feet tall and spans 165 feet wide.
It's massive.
And I don't care how many times you have to take a picture with a Tree of Life. It's like amazing.
Lori's like,
and
oh,
there's
hold on, I need another one.
Right. Well, and it's funny because now when we go in, especially because it seems lately my husband and I do more, just he and I, especially when we go on high school cheer trips because Olivia's with the team. But he's like, you want your picture? I'm like, yes. Unless it's too hot, then we like move on. But I like taking it in the back too, when they have that back little section
Yeah.
because it's not as
Mhm.
crowded there.
Mhm.
But the carvings, there's 300 carved animals in the tree.
You forgot to mention possibly one of the coolest parts of the Tree of Life is that it's made out of an oil rig. Like the
Well,
whole.
yeah, that's like 4
She's getting
points
there.
down.
Back
That's
to
all right.
carvings.
Why
Back
is-
to carvings.
That should be further up.
What are you guys' favorite carvings? Do we have a favorite?
The owl.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, the owl is pretty cool. I do like the turtles.
Owl is like right there, and it like stands out.
I think I like all is it the dinosaurs that are there when you like walk into the It's Tough to Be a Bug? I like those little dinos.
Yeah, it's amazing. I mean, like that's why I feel like so many people, like Animal Kingdom is such an underrated park because people think it's a zoo. But if you take in all the details and you really go and spend time, and our very first adult trip, my husband and I spent 9 hours in Animal Kingdom, and he doesn't do Everest and he doesn't do Cali Rapids. So
But
we
if
didn't
you-
do all of those things, but we took the time to spend and look at all the details. And
You have to be that kind of person, though. If you're the kind of person
Yeah.
that's like, let's go do a ride, let's go do this, let's go do that.
yeah, it's not
It's
going to
not
be
that
a
kind
thing.
of park. Like
Mm-mm.
you
Yeah.
have to be willing to enjoy the zoo aspect of it and really look at like the details of Animal Kingdom, aside from the animals, like the Tree of Life and like the footprints on the ground and like the
Yeah.
different cultures. Like it really is a different kind of Epcot, but like a different like theme.
That's a good way of putting it, yeah.
Like, and not a lot
Yeah.
of people like Epcot because it's a lot of countries. Like,
Mhm.
you either go to Epcot because you like countries or you like to drink around the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just the way
Now I
you
have-
digest the parks, honestly.
It is absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah, I have 2 reasons why I like to go to Epcot. None of what you've said.
You're a normal
Guardians
person.
and Soaring. That's
true.
my things. It's cool. It just depends on the trip. You know,
It
what kind of
does.
trip we're taking. One of the things, which I don't think it's in the notes, because I'm looking at 2 sets of notes, is that it took 18 months to design and construct this tree.
Wow.
It's massive.
It is so massive. There's a bunch of designers, which we won't go through all the names. And then there's apparently a bunch of scattered hidden Mickeys throughout the Tree of Life.
I've never
Yeah.
looked for them, but I've heard it.
Me either, but now I'm gonna have to go try to find some when we go.
I'm just gonna Google it.
Well, it says the Tree
Take
of
the
Life
shortcut.
says a hidden Mickey can be found facing upside down right above the hippopotamus's eye. So we'll have to check that out.
I think also the Tree of Life Awakenings really gave it an upgrade when it got to be nighttime.
Yes. Yeah, that was so cool. I mean, back in the day they used to stay open later. I mean, I don't know if they do that. Do they do it still, even when it closes at
I don't see it.
6?
I don't think they do the after
Yeah.
hours events there anymore.
Yeah, they have something.
Maybe?
Yeah.
Maybe not?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I think they do.
Do they?
Because I feel like I was looking at park hours for the next couple weeks, and I saw there. I'm pretty sure I saw one night Animal Kingdom was open late.
Interesting.
Yeah, I want to see if
I'm not seeing this hidden Mickey, but you know.
I know.
Oh yeah,
You found it?
Found a hidden Mickey.
Is it the hippopotamus one though?
No, that one I'm still trying to figure out.
So now we're at 2 hidden Mickeys.
Sweet. All right. So it does say, well, no, because today it said no performance. So I don't know. It says it's a nighttime show. I mean, it's like on the site.
I could say when we went back in October, they didn't do it. Sorry,
Yeah, maybe
September.
because it's not open at night.
Yeah, because I mean it was 6:00, and I mean,
Yeah.
we got out of dinner at like 6:15, so the park was already closed, and it was still daylight out. Like, so there was no way they were doing projections on the.
Yeah.
Looks
the
like
screen.
on the weekends it might be open until 8, but that's still like not enough time for it to get like truly
No.
dark
Super dark.
to
Yeah.
like take in the awakenings.
It is cool. So, in case you haven't heard, the Tree of Life is built on an oil rig.
This is what happens when you don't read the notes ahead of time, okay? And I'm not ashamed.
It's okay. Hey, look, it's been you have a pass because for one, when the podcast ends on Sunday, your day's not over. Like you do all the editing and do all of that extra stuff, and then on top of it, Easter week, all of the production stuff at church. So you get a pass.
Yeah, that's so cool that it's made of an oil rig. No, I do like that was one of the coolest things. Like I think when Disney dropped that Disney Plus series, I can't think of the name of it, but where they went behind like the creation of Disneyland and then Disney World and all the different parks, and then I saw that it was made out of an oil rig. I was like, that's crazy. Like that's
I feel
how
like that's
massive.
people like first found out about it too. Like no one
Yeah,
knew.
absolutely.
Until
No,
that series
like-
came out.
Yeah. And I've watched that series over and over again. Love that series.
Me too. It's
But
fun.
that's just like, just to think,
Yeah.
like, and especially like, let me look and make sure it's not on the notes going forward. I don't
No,
think
you're good.
so.
You're good.
Like, just all the intricate detail between like the concrete and the leaves and the oil, like, it really is just like a masterpiece.
Yeah. It this one the notes I have on this side don't really give a whole lot. It's very short, but I would imagine it's a lot of different materials and stuff.
Yeah, because weren't the
Made of
leaves
concrete, the oil rig is the skeleton of the tree.
Yeah.
So cool.
I feel like the leaves were individually made, I think.
Oh yeah.
Too. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Crazy.
It's also the spot for the soon to be no more, which
It's already no more.
it's already no more, huh?
Already
Yeah.
no more.
Tough to be a bug, but soon to be Zootopia. So
So excited for that.
yeah, we'll see
Me
how
too.
that goes.
Although I heard that they're keeping a lot of the same features.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like
Oh,
the
that's
poking
tough
the
to be
butt and
back-
stuff.
Yeah, so I may not be a fan of it.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's less scary.
I mean,
What's
it makes
terrifying?
sense. Like, why would you redo a whole theater? Like, when you could keep as much as possible, save the money, and make it more updated.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe they'll like upgrade the tech though, because
I hope so.
yeah, the tech's pretty outdated.
What's the ant's name?
Flick.
Flick. Yeah.
That was impressive that she remembered that, because I was not gonna, would have never got that.
I wouldn't have either.
Thank you. Thank you.
So we've already kind of talked about the photo spot. It's a super cool photo spot. You know, there's different angles that you can take the picture. Although we don't have any nighttime magic now, but when they do, they have the Tree of Life Awakening, which is super cool. It's like I don't know, like iridescent colors
Mhm.
on the tree, the projection, kind of like similar what they do on a castle.
I really wish, I've said it many times, or Animal Kingdom needs to go back to being a nighttime park.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
bring back the Rivers of Life, bring back like the nighttime hours. Like, you've literally got a whole portion of the park that thrives off of nighttime and nobody gets to see it.
I feel like
Yeah,
they
I
might do
wonder-
that when they open up like Tropical Americas and stuff.
I
They've
hope
got
so.
to.
Like,
Yeah.
it's also the only park that doesn't have a nighttime show, which, I mean, I get it for the animals purpose, but like Rivers of America was a really fabulous show that was pretty quiet. Like, didn't need fireworks, didn't need pyrotechnics, anything like that. It was a really great show. It was one of my few favorite water projection shows.
Did y'all see when they had the what was it called? The kite show on the water?
Kite tails.
Yeah, that garbage.
What? I thought it was cute.
It may have been cute, but like they
Especially when the balloons would like
fly
go
into
the wrong
people.
way.
Like,
It was cute for
Take
like
out the
3
audience?
days. Yeah. And then it was very
Oh.
problematic.
oh, hey, look, there's a little Johnny. Bam! Taken out by
It
a
was
kite.
great. We only watched it one time and it was so hot sitting there.
Yeah.
That was super hot.
They also had that whole theater that just has gone to waste right now.
Mm-hmm.
I know, because there's nothing in there.
No.
So it's just there. And then what else we got? The Discovery Trails, I think, leads from there, where you can walk up, or like in, I guess, around inside the tree, where you can go in and see different carvings, like kangaroos and lemurs is what it says. So
Don't they have like all the flamingos back there too?
Mhm.
Yeah. Like if you walk
Yeah.
up to the front of the Tree of Life, they have flamingos back there as well. I've never taken those trails, I don't think.
We might have. I can't remember.
yeah, I think we've done it maybe once or twice. Josh and I definitely, when we went that April, the year of COVID, we still had to wear a mask and everything when we went.
Mm-hmm.
We were there for 9 hours, so we did a lot of that stuff, just kind of walking through, checking it out.
Yeah.
So anyway, okay, so we can move on over to the fun stuff,
Tree of Life.
the land. Yes, Tree of Life is awesome. Definitely need to see it at least once. It's like the icon, you know, like the castle is and Spaceship Earth. You know, the tree. It's crazy because every time I walk into Animal Kingdom, like I have to video as I'm walking in.
Sorry, I
What?
accidentally clicked on the Excel sheet and it did all sorts of crazy things on my computer. And I was like,
I was like, did I freeze up?
no.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Disney.fandom.com/wiki opened on my computer.
Oh yeah, because that was one of the ones, just in case if we wanted to see, if you all wanted to see any of the stuff that I was looking at. Some of those, I don't know. I did fact check a whole lot of this stuff, but I usually try to.
I have faith in you.
Yeah. Okay. So I didn't realize that the Oasis was actually a land, but I guess that's when you first kind of walk in, and they say it's the equivalent to like Main Street. So that's where all of those first little shops are, I guess, leading up to.
Yeah.
Well, don't they have the penguins there too?
They have
when you first walk in.
They have a whole bunch of stuff right in that area.
Yeah. Do you guys have a certain from? Like when you go in, do you go left or right? Because don't you have to pick away? I feel like we always go left.
I feel like we go left too.
Yeah.
Same. Because we're always probably heading towards Pandora.
Yeah.
Or Safari.
Or Safari. Yep.
I feel like we're always just pushed that way for some reason. I don't think we've ever had like a reason.
Yeah. I might try differently when we go.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
I might go to the right.
Don't change it up.
And see. Don't change it up.
Don't change it up.
Well, mainly to the right too is dinosaur. So
gotta go.
That area. Yeah. So if we go that way, if for some reason we would get a lightning lane for dinosaur and like knock it out first.
Yeah.
And spend more time in the back.
There's a lot to do in that area though, which is such a super cool area that's like before you even get to like the actual park.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's kind of a shame everyone just like blows by it nowadays too.
Yeah.
Right. Well, we talked about that one time before about Main Street, how people just roll through it. It's like you're so ready to get to a specific thing that you miss all of those things kind of walking in.
Yeah.
And now I know it's by the tree though, so I don't know if this is considered in this area. And I think it's later down, so I don't think it is, where they do the is it the Feathered Friends in Flight?
Yeah, where they have the parrots.
Yes, and where they actually fly around. But that's
macaws.
In front of the tree. The macaws.
Yeah, that's right in front of the tree.
Okay, so I think that's a different area on the notes, maybe. Well, let's see.
That should be.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's Discovery Island.
Yes.
There's not much to the Oasis other than just
it's
just a couple little shops and then a whole bunch of like smaller animals that you could take a look at.
Yeah, I should have pulled up you know what? I'm going to pull up the map too when I'm doing this. I have a map saved on my computer. So I don't know if you do this. I like when I'm doing my lightning lanes, even though I know the park, I still pull up the maps.
Nah, you get what you get.
Done.
Yep. Yeah.
Really? No, I'm mapping it out.
No. At this point, I have priority. I know that I need to get this first, and then I can do the other stuff. Like that's just I go off of what sells out fastest.
And if I don't get that thing, I know exactly what I'm picking if I don't get that one.
I guess too, because I don't like to zigzag around the park. So I'm like, I'll skip one just to get I'll skip it if it's not going to line up. But that's my brain. Like I have to have everything in a order, in a plan. Okay, so let's see where we're going to go next. We'll go to Discovery Island because it's right there. That's where the tree is.
We didn't talk about Rainforest Cafe, and that's like the best restaurant in Animal Kingdom.
Oh no, we
Forever.
didn't. Wait, what are you talking about? The best in Animal Kingdom? It's okay.
Yeah, no, it's
fun. It's an experience.
It is.
Now I can tell you, the very first time we went in 2014, that was back when they gave free dining, and our trip was only like $3,000 for the four of us for a week.
It's amazing.
We upgraded. So Braden was old enough, I think. No, because they were 6 and 9. So we paid to upgrade to the adult plan. And I was so glad that we did.
Yeah.
Because when we went to Rainforest Cafe, we did surf and turf. And so we each got a steak and a lobster. They would have been furious if Josh and I would have been able to get that, not them.
Right.
But I mean, every time we go there, the food's decent. A couple of summers ago it was raining.
It's your typical American cuisine.
Yeah.
Especially in a park that's full of different cultures and food that's very heavy on curry.
Yeah.
Like, if your family's not down for that, Rainforest Cafe is where it's at for you.
Okay. Yeah, and it's fun. We've done it a few times now that we've discovered Yak and Yeti. We can't do anything else, but we used to do it a lot just because I thought it was fun too. For the kids to go in with the animals and the monkeys making noise and all of that fun stuff. Or when you get the big lava cake, whatever, the volcano thing, and they
Yeah.
go out and they, yes, that's super fun.
All right, now we can go to Discovery Island.
I was saying now we can, okay. Now
You
we're
can't
moving
skip
on.
the food, Lori.
I'm sorry. What I thought, because I added it into these sections. Before, originally, I had it separated. Then I'm like, you know what? We're not going to go back and talk about them. So, my bad. All right. So, Discovery Island is where the Tree of Life is. And then another fun fact is that's where your kids can get the Wilderness Explorer badge thingy. I don't know what it's called, but they'll give you
Wilderness
They'll do it.
Explorer's badge.
yes, but you get a card, right? It's been 100 years since my kids did this. And then you go around to the different things and they either sign it or stamp it. And
I
that's
think you get
when you
stickers.
complete it, or stickers. Yeah. When you complete it, then you get your wilderness badge. We did do that once when we first went. This is where you can also meet your Mickey and pal friends at the outpost, whoever's there at the time. This is super cool. The little stage, I'm guessing it's a stage that's right across from Flame Tree Barbecue, kind of, where they have the little street band. We've stopped there so many times and just watched because they get the crowd in and people get to, get up and dance with them. Super fun. Little time to take a break. And then, I don't know what I have here. Winged Encounters, The Kingdom Takes Flight. I'm assuming that's last time we went, we missed it. They were already flying over when we got there. But they'll do like a little introduction. They talk about the macaws and give the history, and I think they might feed them a little bit. And then they do like a show where they're flying over you.
Yeah, that's cool.
Which is super cool.
Especially you get it in slow-mo as the birds fly over.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
Are you guys familiar with the Discovery Island in Bay Lake and the history there?
Yes. Sorry, it took me a second.
Yeah. So Animal Kingdom originally opened with Safari Village, and then they had Discovery Island off of Fort Wilderness. If you take the boat from Fort Wilderness, you'll literally boat right by what used to be Discovery Island, and there they held all of those birds and monkeys and everything else, and they just kind of abandoned it. And so now they renamed Safari Village to Discovery Island.
And people still try to break into it and get arrested all the time.
Oh, gosh. Why would people are crazy. Some of the stuff they do.
Mm-hmm.
The food. I have not had Pizza Fari.
I haven't had Pizza Fari either. Flame Tree Barbecue is my go-to.
Yeah, same.
For
it
lunch.
Slaps.
It will always be my go-to for lunch. Like, I've had a couple other spots in Animal Kingdom, and the barbecue mac and cheese is just on point every time. You can't.
It's the best. My kids didn't even like it at first.
Last time.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah, and then I was like, but you have to try it, and now they were onto it the minute we did it.
They love it. Yeah, we did it the first time. Josh and I almost did it when we were there in February, but I don't remember why we didn't. We ended up going somewhere else. I think we just went back to Yak and Yeti.
Yeah.
And then Tiffin's. I've never eaten at Tiffin's either.
Tiffin's is like a tribute to Joe Rohde again. I mean, it's got pictures that he literally took, documents from his explorations. I want to eat there because I think that the lore of it is super cool.
Is it like fancy schmancy?
Yeah. And then right off of that, you have Nomad Lounge too, which is the lounge area of Tiffin's. And I think I could probably spend hours at Nomad Lounge.
Yeah, I actually went in there once, very briefly, but some other friends that I have that have a podcast, they were doing a meetup. And I had never met them in person, but I was on their show a few times.
Mm-hmm.
And so I actually went there. They were doing a meetup there. So I just kind of went in and met them in person and chat with them for a little bit. And they looked like they were having a good time. So are you looking at Tiffin's?
I'm looking at the menu. Some of this sounds really good. Lobster mac and cheese.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
They used to have like a package where it was like you eat at Tiffin's and you get prime seating for Rivers of Light.
Sign me up for this menu. I'm all for it.
Yeah, the lobster mac and cheese. That sounds really good. Let's see. We want to move on from Discovery Island.
Do it.
Full send.
What was that? Full send? Is that what you said? All right. I don't know why I put this one here, so we'll save it till we go to Africa. Let's go Asia.
Oh, you're skipping down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm looking at the map. See?
Yeah, I'm a fan.
I gotta go. Yeah. So Asia is one of my favorite areas, obviously, because of the food. But this is where the Feather Friends in Flight, it says. So that must be something different.
Feathered Friends in Flight is that show that is
Oh,
back
that's the
over
show.
Up
That's right
show.
there.
the show. Yeah, the Up show. Thank you. Where the birds
Yes.
fly over your head and get really close and try to take your head off.
Mhm.
Yes. We
Yeah.
haven't done that either. Like,
We have. It's
We've
a pretty
never
good.
done
It's a good
that
show. We've
either.
done it the original version and the Up version. It's a pretty cool show. So it's funny. It's educational. It's a really good show.
Yeah.
I would do it. I think we did it with Raylan and Harper. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure we did.
yeah, we're going to have to try it. This time we're not going to have a whole lot of time. So there, we'll see. But of course, it has one of my favorite rides, Expedition Everest.
Such a good ride.
So good.
It's amazing.
The first time we went on it, I thought my child was never going to ride another ride again. Because I was telling Fred, like, I don't research stuff. And even back then, before I didn't really know anything about Disney, I didn't really research. So we just get on these rides kind of blindly and seeing. And she was 6 and she was horrified. She loves it now, though. Like, her and I, that's our ride because my husband won't ride it. So we'll do it. My son will do it too.
Nice.
It was my favorite ride along with Flight of Passage. Those two were my top 2 until Guardians came along. So super fun. Although I cannot ride it more than once in a row. We tried one time. We rode it 3 times in a row. And I was like, I'm going to die.
No way.
No.
Our boys are
Yeah,
just tall enough to ride it, and they're super stoked, but I think they are going to be absolutely terrified.
Really? How old are they again?
They are 6 and 7, and they'll be 7 and 8 by the time we go, but our oldest is an adrenaline junkie, so I'm sure he'll love it. But our youngest is like, I want to ride that. And I don't think he's going to ride it more than once.
Yeah, I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun.
It was like that
It is
time
kind
we
of
took
intense,
Raylan and
though.
Harper on the Barnstormer. They were so excited until it started going. And then they were like, no.
Poor babies.
It was
My
great.
girls.
I had the best time ever.
Yeah, we still do the Barnstormer. I mean, and my kids are 20 and 17, but like we still ride it when we go. And then also Cali River Rapids, which we talked about last week when we were ranking the Disney versus Universal rides. I do like that one. I'm not a fan of getting wet.
No.
And so like I don't like having to walk around wet, but it is a fun ride. So like it just depends on how I'm feeling. And especially now. Before I used to wear flip-flops at the parks, but now that I'm older, I can't wear flip-flops anymore.
Gotta wear the Mickey Mouse, $160 Mickey Mouse running shoes.
The Brooks,
I cannot
baby.
wait. I am wearing those. I cannot wait. I got a pair, so I'm excited.
Nice.
But I don't want to get my shoes and my socks wet because I think that would be miserable. But it is fun. I was thinking maybe I could just, if I do it, I'll just take my socks and shoes off and stick them underneath my poncho and then just throw them back on when I get off.
I can't go wrong
Don't they
at
have
all.
lockers? Yeah.
They do.
Just throw them in a locker.
Yeah, and then just walk
I like
over
the
there.
poncho idea.
Save you some time.
Yeah,
Can't go wrong.
we'll see. We'll see.
Nothing can stop us now.
Right. There's the Maharaja
You did
Jungle
it.
Trek.
Yeah.
I did
Good
it.
job.
That was it.
Sweet. We have fun trying to say words on here. That is actually, so when we first went, we didn't realize that that's where the little baby tiger was at.
Mm-hmm.
And so we had missed it. But then the lady, I think we were over in Africa after the safari, and she told us where he was at. And she's like, but the line's going to be like 2 hours. And we're like, we'll catch him next time.
I didn't realize the lines
But
was that long.
Yeah.
Whew.
I guess because it was new. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm not waiting 2 hours to go see the baby for a minute.
No, you'll just see him on TikTok later.
Right. Right. And then my favorite, Yak and Yeti. Like literally Olivia yesterday was like, are we going to go back to Yak and Yeti? I'm like, yes, always. Like, doesn't matter. We'll lunch, dinner, we'll do Yak and Yeti. It's so good.
I've never eaten there, guys. I'm so sorry.
I haven't either. It's fine.
Oh, okay. I thought you already had.
Yeah. No. But I've heard fabulous things about it.
Yeah, I talk about it every chance I get.
If we didn't have dinner at Homecoming on this next trip, I probably would try to get a reservation for it, but I took Homecoming over.
Well, Homecoming is my other favorite.
Yeah.
It is great.
So
I went to Homecoming one time. I've wanted to go there for so long. And when I went, I was on a business trip. So I was like, well, I better get like a dainty salad or something because I'm with my boss right now. And I regret everything because I want the mac and cheese. And I want the fried chicken and I want all the drinks. But I had to be good.
oh, the drinks are so good. And so my husband and I we don't really drink much. He doesn't drink hardly any. But like we'll go there, and even if he doesn't, I do. But there's a drink, it's called the Local, and it's like a pineapple and coconut.
Oh, that
it's
sounds
so
amazing.
good.
Remember
It's
that
my
conversation
favorite.
we had earlier about getting sidetracked really easily?
See, this is
It's for the benefit of everyone else.
right, because now we're talking about Homecoming, which is nowhere near
Nowhere.
Animal Kingdom.
You started it. You said you
I
want to go
did.
home.
I was just saying.
You did. Yes, I do. Yeah. So we'll reel it back in, but I do love the drinks at Homecoming. And if you go, thigh high chicken biscuits and the deviled eggs.
The deviled eggs
So
are good.
good.
I got the deviled eggs. Those are good.
Okay. Yak and Yeti, I can tell y'all lots of food. The ahi tuna nachos, the ribeye tacos are really good.
They have a
Pretty much everything
walk-up
is good.
window, don't
Mhm.
they?
Mm-hmm.
They do. And so the walk-up window is pretty good too. It's not the same, but we got a burger from the walk-up window and it was really good.
I feel like, Fred, you can probably relate to this, but like my family's not adventurous because we have the two little ones, and I have a feeling your little ones are the same way. So it's really
Yeah.
hard to peg those like
Yeah.
Yeah.
really adventurous places to eat when you've
Yep.
got kids that are so young and literally just want to eat mac and cheese and chicken nuggets.
Facts.
That's
Yeah.
my daughter was that way, but as she's getting older, she's trying a little bit more stuff. But she loves it. Anyway, I see what time it is, and I'm like, I'll stop.
We
Don't
still got
mention
some
other
stuff to
things that's
cover.
going to get me sidetracked.
Don't make promises you can't keep.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we'll skip on over from Asia, and we'll go. We could do Rafiki's Planet Watch. Really, not much there. You have
We
the
love it.
wildlife
Yeah.
train. Yeah, it is fun for kids.
Kids love it. The petting zoo, especially.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Harper loves the petting zoo.
Piece of advice: if you ever go during Mardi Gras,
Oh yeah.
and you bring Mardi Gras beads, do not go into the petting zoo and tell your child that the animals will not touch the beads.
Oh, yeah, they will.
Oh yeah. They will.
Olivia was one of the, I think it was a goat, was like trying to eat the beads off of her neck, and she was like freaking out. I was like,
I'm going to do
Sorry.
that for Raylan on purpose.
yeah, I was like, they're not going to touch your beads. Oh yeah. They
Yeah,
were
they will.
like, they were going after her. What else do they have in that area?
If you like to do the, if you like to draw or have somebody teach you how to draw, they've got the art class that's back there where they draw different Disney characters.
Yes. And you can actually, I don't know if he's out all the time, but you can also meet Rafiki in that area.
He's usually out. He's not out all the time. He usually takes breaks, but he
Yeah,
is
in
out
and out.
throughout the day. And then you've also got a lot of the smaller animal, like
Well, they have some like reptiles. in
treatment
there.
rooms, like
Yeah.
stuff like that, where they actively are like treating some of the animals that are back
Yeah.
there and stuff like that. So it's pretty cool to see them. Like they were repairing a turtle shell one time when we were back there.
Oh,
That is my dream, to work at Animal Kingdom.
Use the super glue on a turtle. That's all they were. I
Sure.
mean, that's all they were doing. was just
Yeah,
put
yeah, I'm
super
sure.
glue on
Yeah.
the turtle shell.
I'll pick up trash if I had to. Like,
Bags.
I just want to go work there.
that would be great.
So that's about it for Rafiki's Planet. So we
Next
can move
place.
on over to Africa, which is probably, I was going to say my favorite area, but I don't know. I think they're all my favorite because I like something in each one of them. So I can't really say. So the safari, hands
Top
down,
notch.
best ride. I will ride it every time. Last
Yep.
trip we went, I rode it twice.
Yep.
Nice.
It's just because you never know what experience you're going to get. The tour guide that we had on the last safari was amazing. Like I put in a cast compliment. Like I haven't experienced it like that with him. He was just really great and fun.
Nice.
They have Gorilla Falls back there, which is super cool.
Mhm.
Actually, there was a couple of babies there when we went in February. At least one, I think maybe two. So that whole little section, take the time to walk back there. You walk through the little bird sanctuary, or whatever it's called. We have the Festival of the Lion King in that area, which is super fun. One of Fred's favorite.
Yes.
Love it. It's so good.
One, air conditioning. Two,
Okay.
acrobatic monkeys.
Yep.
That show was not what it used to be without those acrobatic monkeys. When they brought them bad boys back,
If
I
someone
love it.
doesn't like the tumble monkeys, it's a red flag.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's so fun. I think I might have only done it once.
My only complaint is the seats. Like the hard metal
The
benches,
bleachers.
not my favorite. Yeah,
Yeah,
not
they're
my
great.
favorite,
They're
but
not
it is
great.
what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Super cool. And what else? And then we talked about the band in the front. You have the Tam Tam drummers out around the Harambe market,
Mhm.
which is, am I frozen
That's
again?
cool. No,
Yeah.
no, that's cool too, especially because they pull that. They're really good at pulling the audience in and making people dance in weird ways they've never danced before. So it's quite funny.
Yeah, it is
Yeah,
great.
it was so cute. Last time they pulled a little girl up and it was so
Yeah.
fun. She was just going to town dancing. Super cute.
One
I
day.
don't
Facts.
I don't know the Dawa bar. I think I've
Mhm.
heard of it. Can't tell you where it's at.
It's like right as you pass the Harambe market, you pass the Dawa bar and walk to like Festival of the Lion King. It's like on the way.
Yeah. Gotcha. I don't know. I don't know why I can't place it.
I don't know. I haven't eaten at a lot of these food places. I think I ate at Harambe Market.
I've eaten there. It's not bad. My youngest, we went when they were 5 and 6, and he was taking a nap. And so the older kid and my wife went to ride safari, and we tucked away in Harambe Market, and it was great.
Tusker House I could speak to, though. Love Tusker House. The
I want to
buffet.
go just because of the characters.
The characters are great.
Yeah.
The characters get the kids dancing throughout the restaurant, and like the food's good. The character interactions are really good. It's a solid character buffet.
Yep. There's the coffee shop and bakery over in that area. And then Harambe Market we talked about. And then the Tamu refreshments. Yeah. I don't know which one it is, but that's where they have the street corn, which is so good.
That sounds good. Right?
One of those little markets. Yeah. That's like right in the middle. I don't know. It's like almost looks like a cart. Kind of. They have the and you can get it with some kind of seasoning and without. It's super good. Nice little snack. All right. Anything else on Africa? Are we moving on?
Moving on.
Moving on over to Pandora, which we've already said is amazing.
For many reasons.
Flight of Passage. Yes. Flight of Passage is it is in my top 5.
Oh,
Definitely.
Yeah. It's hard to explain it too, like for people who have not rode on it, because it's a simulated ride, but it's long too. It's like 4 minutes, so it's
a
not like
top
something that's
tier,
really quick.
like simulated ride. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I think we talked about it last week on the Disney versus Universal. Just like Flight of Passage is a whole nother level of simulator between really bringing in like the smells and the sounds and the feelings of being in Pandora. Like, it's just such a great ride.
Yeah.
I think that first like jump when it starts of like weightlessness.
Yeah.
We were talking about taking my kids next time, and I was like, that's when they're gonna freak out, and then they're gonna realize how great it is, and they're gonna chill.
Yeah. It's a good thing you're already locked in, so it's not like you're going anywhere. So.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. The first time we rode, because I'm afraid of heights. So the first time when we rode it, I didn't look at everything. I kept closing my eyes. And so then the next time we rode it, I was like, okay, I'm just going to watch. Because I'm like, I'm not really flying in the air. And I was so glad. It's just awesome. Yeah. It's my favorite. Then we have Navi River, which,
great ride.
I mean, it's cute. It's, like I wouldn't probably wait an hour for it.
No.
But it is cute. It's air conditioned. The theming is so cool.
That's one of the most advanced audio animatronics in the parks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, did they the big animatronic Avatar? Is that really a screen now, or was that just while they were repairing or doing like refurbishments? Do you know?
Yeah, I think it's just a B mode thing. Like if it goes down, they throw a screen on it, or if they're refurbing.
I gotcha.
I don't think it's like completely a screen.
I gotcha. I saw that recently or a while back, and I was like, that would be wild if they took it out.
I'd be mad.
Yeah. And over here we have Sitoli Canteen, which I have not eaten there, but I've heard so much. We almost ate there too.
Cheeseburger pots
went in and
amazing.
It sounds good. Yeah. We went, I can't remember why we ended up not doing it, but I know that's like top tier. A lot of people pick that one.
Absolutely.
And then the little Pongu station where they have that pineapple lumpia. So good. I don't know if y'all have had that.
I have not.
Great thing.
It's almost like an egg roll. It's like kind of like fried, looks like an egg roll, but on the inside it has like cream cheese and pineapple. So good. Yes.
So
man.
Fred likes food.
I do.
Same.
Okay. And so last but not least, we'll just, for good measure, soon to be Dinoland. I mean, soon to be gone.
Soon to be gone, Dinoland.
It's dinosaurs there till the end of the year. I don't think they really gave a date yet. It just says through 2025. So And then I don't know if the boneyard is still open. Last time we went, I feel like it was.
Yeah, it's still open. I don't think they've announced a closing date for it yet either, because I want to hit that with our kids because they love it.
Yeah. So more to come on Tropical America. So that'll
Finding
be fun.
Nemo is a great show, though. I could say I didn't know that was part of Dino Land. Great show. First time I went, I was traumatized by it. Second time, much better.
Why were you traumatized?
I don't know. It was just weirded out by the whole thing. But
it's a lot.
It is. But like the second time, like really enjoyed it. Like sat like pretty close to the front. Kids liked it. It wasn't bad. I'd do it again.
We didn't do it. Josh and we were going to go in, but it was like an hour before it started again.
Yeah.
And so we were kind of like over waiting around. So we left and I think went to Hollywood Studios. So we didn't catch it. So we haven't done that one yet. So
it's good. I like it.
On my list.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we can hit because it's technically we were going to do Earth Day. We can just briefly talk about.
We can do that at the end.
Okay.
We kind of wrap up with like Earth Day and how Animal Kingdom. I feel like that's a good way to wrap up. We could talk all the rides and the food and and we could finish like conservation and stuff.
So we could do a quick round table on top rides and must do attractions. I'll go first.
I mean, there's only like one of each in the entire park, so
and they're all dinosaur.
We're all gonna pick dinosaur.
Duh.
I mean, somebody could pick dinosaur as their thrill ride, or pick Cali Rapids.
I don't think I've ever ridden Cali.
I don't think I have either, to be honest.
Yeah, it is fun. It just and it also depends on where you sit. You might get soaked and you might not. It's it's a gamble. But of course, thrill ride, Expedition Everest, best immersive experience, Flight of Passage, underrated favorite, dinosaur,
overrated,
and the most relaxing is the safari. Although the truck is a little bumpy. So
yeah.
You're definitely not going to take a nap on the safari ride.
Definitely not going to take a nap, but it's
Navi,
just cool to sit back and.
If you can put up with the whole like chanting in the background, it's fine.
Yeah. Put some earplugs in. All right, what you got, Fred?
Minus dinosaur because that is straight garbage.
It's not.
I'm gonna put Nemo as the underrated favorite because it really is underrated and it's a decent show.
Yeah, Ashley,
I think I'd go underrated Safari because everyone does Flight of Passage and Everest for everything, so I feel like Safari doesn't get enough love. And I think most relaxing would be Navi because it's just smooth.
Wait. Yeah, fun. All right, foodie finds. Fred's favorites. Best quick service, best table service, snack, and then if you have a dining tip. You want me to go first again?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll take that as a yes. So I did. Okay, I'll do best table service first. Yak and Yeti, hands down. We'll do it every time. For best quick service, I also picked the Yak and Yeti window because that's basically where we eat every time we go.
This is actually a paid ad for Yak and Yeti.
Yes.
Right? They should be. Yeah, we should have to reach out to the Landry's.
Yeah.
And get us some sponsorship. The savory snack is the street corn, and the sweet is the pineapple lumpia. And then a dining tip that I have is if you're interested in dining at Yak and Yeti and you can't get a reservation, if you have a Landry's card, you can walk up and you're treated like royalty and say, I have a Landry's card, and you can get seated without a reservation. If you don't have a Landry's card, it's $25 to sign up for one, but then they automatically put $25 on the card. So it pays for itself. And then every year on your birthday, you get $25.
This is also a Landry's ad.
Yes.
Yeah.
You need to do a little clip and then we can send it to them. And then the more you spend money, you get points. And so you get rewards at different times. So there's times when Josh and I go when we'll have like $25 to $50 in rewards. So it makes it worth it to go.
I didn't know about the $25 that they just give away all the time. We're going to T-Rex in September, so maybe.
There you go. Get the Landry's card.
Yeah, you could use it there too. Yeah, same thing. Landry's card will work at Rainforest Cafe and also T-Rex. So, yeah. All right, who's next? Fred?
All right, best quick service,
Flame
Tree Barbecue.
I agree with that.
Best table service, I'm going to say Tusker House because I haven't eaten a Yak and Yeti, so I'm going to go with Tusker House. And then best snack, I'm going to say pineapple Dole Whip.
Where do you get it? Pineapple Dole Whip there?
Tamu. They
That's
also have that
also
new sangria one, so we'll see when I
yes.
get there and try sangria. That could overdo the pineapple.
I wanted to get it last time we went, and then I don't know why I didn't, but I'm dying because I love sangria.
Love it.
So, yeah. All right. What's your choices, Ashley?
A best quick service. Agree with Fred. Flame Tree. I've never eaten at like an actual table service, so I'm gonna call it Nomad Lounge. A Nomad
There
Lounge
you go.
is probably my favorite. Love a good drink and an appetizer there. Snack. I don't really have a favorite snack there. I'm just gonna go with cheeseburger pods as a snack because I don't really ever snack there.
I don't either.
Like I gotta
It's
go
not a
full-fledged
snack
meal.
place. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I just went
Yeah,
with Dole Whip, because I was like, I don't really have snacks at Animal Kingdom for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
then
it depends on when we go. Like if I don't eat breakfast and it's not really like lunch, then I'll eat one of the two snacks that I have
Yeah.
while we're waiting. But
have you guys tried Mr. Kamal's fries? I haven't
no,
either, and
but
I
I
want
see
to.
it. Yes, I see it all the time, and it's crazy because especially like my husband doesn't. He's very healthy with his choices, but he loves French fries, and so I'm like, we need to go try it. I'm like, we never get the
What are
fries there.
these?
Are you looking at them?
Yes.
Yeah, they look amazing, but we just never stop. I think to wrap it up, my dining tip is have an adventurous family when it comes to eating. I love my family with my whole heart, but they don't ever want to venture out. So that's my tip.
Yeah.
What you looking at there, buddy?
The French fries topped with tzatziki salad and sriracha ketchup. Sign me up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
I'm
need to
in.
try it.
I know. I didn't have dinner, so I'm kind of hungry. It's too late now.
You
Not
didn't
too late.
eat at Evelyn's house?
No, because we went to lunch before we went there. I did
And
eat.
you didn't take
I
food
did
home.
eat some carrot cake at our house, but that's not
This
really.
is your
food.
fault for not taking food home. There was like an entire ham
Oh gosh.
and
Yeah.
sweet potato casserole and mac and cheese. Like,
Oh yum.
there was plenty of food there for you to take home.
I missed that memo.
Just go back.
So yeah.
Hey, I forgot
Good,
to
I'm
take
gonna-
home
Evelyn.
leftovers.
Hey, I forgot to. Can I have some food? Yeah. No, I will be going to take a nap as soon as I get off of here because we have to wake up at 4:45 a.m. to go to the gym.
I was thinking about
Yeah.
doing the same thing in the morning, but the later it gets, the later I'm convincing myself not to.
Well, that's right because it's late for you.
6
So,
a.m.
yeah.
sounds like a great time to wake up tomorrow.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what it's looking like for me too.
All right.
All
Earth
right,
Day
so
and
we can wrap it up.
conservation.
Earth Day.
Conservation.
Yes. And I didn't do a whole lot of research, but I know that that Animal Kingdom is has a lot of efforts that they put into for conservation. It says they have. I'm not going to say that because I don't know. Is that Animal Kingdom that has 5,000 animals? Or is that
should.
the
I would believe that.
Yeah.
300
Easily.
species? And I know that they do you know what I'm thinking? I don't know if they still do that little spiel. I think they do at the end of the safari where they ask, like if you're interested, there's ways that you can get involved and donate. I know they do a lot to get grants and things like that. So I'm curious how many people actually get off of there and be like, hey, I want to go donate to the elephants.
I'm going to be late for
But I
my
guess there
lightning
are
lane,
some.
but I need to make a phone call.
Right. Yeah. So I think that was one of the bases of, starting Animal Kingdom was, to take care of the earth and the animals. And so
It's a
I think
great
they do a
part.
good job at that.
Yeah, I think
They
they
do
have
really-
great opportunities for just donating to the conservation fund. Like if you get a flat white at Starbucks, they donate to the white condors or something outside of Starbucks. They donate to that fund. I have one of those follow bracelets where you can follow an animal. I think if you buy one of those there, they donate to a specific fund. Like they're getting away with it by saying you're not necessarily donating, but if you buy this thing, they'll donate. You
Yeah.
know?
Gotcha. Sweet.
Is that
All right,
everything?
I think so.
Yeah. I mean, we've said it many times. Like, Animal Kingdom really is an underrated park. Like, you got to be the right person for the park. But I mean, if you truly dive into Animal Kingdom and spend the whole day there and just take your time, there's so much you're still not going to see. There's so much to that park.
Yeah.
It doesn't come with all the bells and whistles that you're going to get at Magic Kingdom or studios, but it really is more of a chance to kind of step back, take in what's going on around you, enjoy some different cultures, take in some good shows, and just, have a good kind of chilled down family day. So, we're we're always going to be a full day Animal Kingdom family.
Damn,
Yep. I love it. So fun.
All right, so next week is our last
week.
episode before we take a month-long break.
Yes, we're taking a break.
We are.
We have lots of trips and things coming up that was going to interfere on the weekend, so we decided to just take the month off. Plus, we both have a lot going on, so to give us a nice little break and then come back strong.
Yeah, so next week we're diving into, which hopefully Disney will be following suit, is halfway to Halloween. As we approach the halfway to Halloween point, we should start seeing a lot more announcements for Halloween activities at Disney World. Disneyland's already announced a lot of this stuff with it being their 7th anniversary, but hopefully we'll start seeing some more details on, Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween park dates, prices, things like that. So next week we'll dive into all things Halloween at Disney World and Disneyland. So if you are a Halloween buff like the rest of us are, definitely tune in and check out that episode. Anything before I wrap us up?
I was going to say, and maybe we can even throw in some Halloween horror information too, if we want.
Absolutely. That sounds like a fun time to me. Not to you, but...
Not to me.
I'll do it. Okay, cool. Well, before I wrap us up, Ashley, thank you for joining us. It was super fun to have you on. It's always great to have somebody else who just has a true passion for Disney on and just kind of hang out with us and talk that. So definitely thank you for taking the time to come out and join us tonight.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah. All right. So with that being said, as we wrap up, thank you again for joining us each and every week as we go beyond the castle. If you're ever looking to get more information about going beyond the castle, we do have a fabulous website. It has everything from video, audio, podcasts, has ways to contact both Lori and I if you're interested in booking trips. We even have merchandise on the website. So if you're looking to rock some fabulous Going Beyond the Castle merchandise, we do have that on our website. That can be found at www.goingbeyondthecastle.com. If you're looking for a quick way to find us on social media, if you're looking for a quick way to find this week's newest episode, you can always head over to our Beacons channel, beacons.ai/Going Beyond the Castle. And then, of course, if you're interested in just reaching out to us directly, we do have an email that you can reach out to request a trip. You can give a recommendation for the podcast or even, request to join us on the podcast. We're always looking for guests to join us. So if that is you, you can send us an email at info@goingbeyondthecastle.com. And so with that being said, again, thanks for joining us, and we will talk to you guys next week.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Thank you for joining us on this magical journey. We hope today's episode brought a little extra spark to your day and inspired your next adventure. Whether it's a thrilling escape to Universal, a dream cruise getaway, or unforgettable memories at Disney. Have questions? A topic you'd like us to cover? Your own magical story to share or looking for travel assistance? We'd love to hear from you. Drop us a line at info@goingbeyondthecastle.com. Be sure to check out all our social media links and podcast platforms at beacons.ai/Going Beyond the Castle podcast. And don't miss the fun in our Facebook group, Going Beyond the Castle Podcast Lounge, where we share tips, updates, and behind-the-scenes moments. Until next time, see you real soon.